Well, this idea that has brought us together here in this circle, and if anyone listening, is that we're here as change agents. And you might say that what has happened maybe is part of our responsibility, because we keep showing up with more light. We keep showing up with poking at the truth. And now we have unveiled a system that is hijacked by special interests, not just by all the individuals who voted their favorite thing, and someone else's favorite thing might be something that's the worst thing for the whole, that we really have so many cooks in the kitchen, so many cooks, that we're going to have some pretty dissociative, painful, non-aligned, crazy soup for a while, and we're going to have to drink that soup as a species. I was just saying that as our consciousness in America, we are youthful, we win, we are bright, we are shiny, and we keep moving, versus Europe, who has learned many lessons because they have been disheveled, dismantled, discouraged by war on their front steps. So in America, we're quite different, and so these different ways of being, the whole, the goodness for the whole, and I say the representative for that image to me is the mother who is in charge of the home. And even though some of the kids are being selfish or this way, she keeps holding the model, lets them learn their lessons, doesn't let the bad kid get so far until finally you learn the bad kid isn't bad at all. They came in and contracted to play the troublemaker till people could see that they were letting bullies and nonsense override their own sense of their right to take up space as sovereign divine beings. So again, without saying that this person is bad or that person's bad, we are just not ready for the blue and the red of America to come together and make a purple, which to me, purple is royalty, it's mastery, it's rising above. We are still now in divided states, tension. So what does that require for us, the divine feminine? Where do we park it now? We're not beginning something that is more feminine based, in our mind, compassionate, which might be a joke. The whole thing might be a facade, that whole platform was just a show. And as the other side says, the worms and the deep black octopus are so deep, they're so, oh my God, what's our role? This is our role, to be the light, to hold our own truth, and to not be sermonizing or correcting or to truly, as someone said today, I have two sides. I have the safe side where I talk about divine feminine inside circle things, and then I have the public side. And as a projector, I know, and just as a person, I know, who tries to her best of her ability to bring through spiritual things. Not everybody wants to hear what I have to say, and they shouldn't. It's all timing. It's journeys. It's allowance. It's breathing. It's movement. But does that mean that we dim our light and don't speak up? No. It means that we use discernment. We choose our words. We choose to speak when someone's ready to hear or asks us, or we say things in a way that spirit, again, this is not ego, it's not manipulation, it's not my way over your way, you're bad. It is, perhaps there's a new way, and spirit is telling me how to eloquently, safely begin just to move at the edges of someone's consciousness on any topic, anything to do with human life and processes that have gone a little askew out of what? Out of the realm of truth, beauty, goodness, omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence. We are here, I'm speaking for the royal we, us, to, like clay, bring that clay into form and beauty and the glaze and then usefulness. We each are vessels. And if you're here and you are listening to this, there's a part of you that has heard the call that I am here as a potter. I never used this image before, but it's pretty good for today. I am here to very gently. And how many times when that's spinning so fast does it go, it goes sideways, it falls apart, gets a big bulge, and you start over. So even though your party or your idea of the fix, over 50% of all the people that you live with in this milieu, go ahead and mute yourself. I know someone has just a little bit of noise there. Let's just drop in and really think about this bigger picture of how you came to bring light, not to be listened to be right or be mad at people, but just to continuously discern and decipher and to use words for people's readiness zones when they have ears to hear. And I'm not saying I'm always right or you're always right. We're doing our best to be the messengers for the new creations on earth. So again, no shaming, no blaming. But the main responsibility now is not to focus on others. They're going to live their natural consequences, but to deepen and recommit to becoming a brighter anvil, implantation, embodying, and holding the light of higher potentials, more expanded visualizations of a consciousness to be available on earth for those that choose to begin to merge with heaven until, through physics, the higher dominating forces of love and truth and beauty begin to really be like the egg whites that lift and enlighten and hold that cake for the day of celebration of union of heavenly vibrations through humans on earth. So here's one picture. We've been talking about living on this earth with our feet in both worlds, the external world, working with it and showing up and how to stay coherent, and then turning your face to the future, the new communities of love, of new systems, new commerce. And Spirit is saying this morning, for many of us, it's really time to choose. So what does that mean in real life? Some of us were meant to be, I hate to use the word soldiers, but sometimes it does feel like a war out there, to stay facing and be a mentor and to be an educator being and a light within confusion and chaos, okay? Some of us are meant to do that, to stay ministering in churches, to stay at our jobs, because that light just emerges with or without words. You are emitting and holding light and giving hope and changing. So that is one choice. But on this bridge from the old paradigm to the new paradigm, I'm beginning to own and see that I'm only looking to the future now. And only those who are holding a vibration and visualization of future outcomes, that's my people. That's my family. That's my co-creating team. And here's why. If you have a group of people The consciousness of fear or selfishness is contaminating and soon begins divisive, deharmonizing activities. That doesn't fit in the future. So, without condemnation or judgment, I simply ask myself, is this being holding a harmonizing future presence because the voice and the beingness of the divine feminine have reached zero tolerance for disrespect, zero tolerance for complicit behavior in negativity with negative outcomes, zero tolerance and holding and committing to this absolute truth, beauty, love, and goodness, then we become pinions, is that a word? We become the pinions of spark plugs to allow the new paradigm to begin. We finally drew the line. No, we're not inviting the bad boy to the party anymore. No, we're not giving them another chance. There is the point where we must have backbones to say, no, no more. I choose this. In fact, we don't have to say no. We say, I'm choosing this. Try that on. I'm choosing this. And once you say, I choose this, only the people whose bodies, operational systems move in that direction will be within your sight. So only you can decide. Are you in service to be a mentor to the whole and a light, a porch light? Welcome home when you're ready to come through the dark. Whatever that is. And that is hard work. Believe me, we've done it for a long time, haven't we? Or are you in an inner sacred circle of choosing beings of light to create uninfected? It's often been said, was it Margaret Mead, a truly committed small group of people can change everything. And that's what the inner divine feminine, intuiting and being guided by spirit is what about. So this meditation is going to be for you to try on. Where is my role? What am I doing? Where is my tribe? Where is my home, temporary home, in this part of the discreation of the earth? One more thing I'd like to say before we move on. Mother Earth is a being, a consciousness, and she is in the zero tolerance zone. Through climate change and monkeying with our weather systems, intentionally or just as an outcome, that's your choice to believe whatever, she is washing away and disallowing everyone who disrespects her. Mother Earth is in a 0 point, no tolerance for abusers, and systematically she is clearing all of those who have made those choices to continue abusive behavior. So this is the question today. Are you at your 0 tolerance, and what does that look like? How to hold that. And I gotta tell you, I'm receiving texts every 2 seconds here with disappointed, upset people reaching out for support. So I welcome them to come in here to the Zoom today. Let's take a deep breath and acknowledge the great turning has come. It's the Magdalene Tower of new potentials as everyone looks around and says, oh my goodness. We'll have natural consequences of our choices, and each of us chooses. This meditation is for you to look inside and see, what song will I be playing moving forward? What will I attune to? Deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We put ourselves in a beautiful hold-on of balance, and we calm and balance our emotions to a perfect, 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 perfect 0 point. The infinity symbol, where nothing is wrong, nothing is right. It's a continuum of growth and expansion. We bless all that is, and we ask that we see it for what it is, and that we come out of any fantasy, delusions, or stories, or judgments. We ask and intend that we let go and we see things with the eyes of God. We see things with the eyes of the Mother Feminine God, who is saying, I won't let the children hurt each other. I will create within myself my own house, a safe, stable, well-lit home for those with eyes to see and ears to hear to come and sit with the teachings and truth and beauty and love of the Divine Mother, no matter what. So imagine there's a beautiful, beautiful theater, and there's only one chair in the theater, and it's a golden velvet chair, and guess what? It has your name on it. It's your show. It's your creation. It's your projection. So in this moment, rather than living off the past or your emotions, we're going to open our crown chakra. And it's interesting because I did see we each have a crown on our head, and it's a pipe organ. It's got all these, pipes that do what? Resonate with vibration. Oh my goodness, my hands are vibrating as I say that. So we are asking that the Creator is mixing together a vibration for you of who you are, your next stage, your next operation, your next project, your next who am I. And all of this is being beautifully orchestrated into a fractalizing, prismatic, beautiful ball of light. And this ball of light is coming and it's resting over the top of your head. And don't take it in yet, because there must be a human volition, a conscious allowance of the whatever is going to come through, that you'll be willing to see it and absorb it and acknowledge the immensity of your innate power as a divine being, instrument for change here on earth. Are you ready to see your true role? However big, however whatever. Again, king, nurse, street sweeper. Are you ready to allow your will to be aligned with your divine mission? And when your answer is yes, take a deep breath and let it come in. And oh, it's coming in. It's coming in, not like little gentle waves. This is the deluge of absolute profound weight, the profundity, is that a word? Profundity, profound nature of the absolute absorption of your best frequency profile in this moment. You've been on your spiritual path a long time, so first we absorb it before we show the movie, because the movie will be different. We are absorbing God's vision for you. Breathe it in your heart and feel the shifting Remember, surrender. Let it in. Let it go into your cells. Beautiful. Make sure that every tiny little point of light is lit, every candle. So you're in this theater and you're ready to see the bigger real you. Stop all thinking. And in your inner vision, see the next step for you. Notice how it feels seamless. Notice how it feels colorful. And see on that screen something. Allow it to come into vision now. Take a deep breath. Bring it into your body. Be that movie. Own it. You are the star in your own movie. An angelic prayer to absorb and be the being of light, of truth and beauty that is kind and allowing and observing and speaking when appropriate, guided by Spirit. Take a deeper step into now that you know who you are and see who are you to serve. Notice the vibration of the people that you're serving, their level of consciousness and what they need from you. And this will answer your question of where and who to serve and what vibrational realm they are dwelling in. And if it is the third dimension, you know you need to have a very, very, very bright light. And if it is the more expanded, refined, subtle fifth dimension, you know you have to have a very, very bright light. So you are free to choose what to do, but it feels seamless, easy, joyful, and celebratory to merge with what you were born to do, with who you really are. So own it, allow it, and be that being moving forward. And trust your movie. And if it doesn't feel right, then meditate tomorrow and go further and allow Spirit to show you who you are and who to serve and how to show up. Beautiful. Oh, I see glowing beings with a renewed effervescence for showing up no matter what. Excellent. Take a nice deep breath, and we're going to put a beautiful golden resilient egg around our energy field to stabilize and hold these energies in calmly. Beautiful. And when the breezes of life, the temperatures change, people get wacky, here you are, just sitting in this beautiful, balanced bubble of light. And whether you choose to be in the new paradigm with other bubbles of light, co-creating something new, unbelievably enlightening for the new paradigm, or you're holding your beautiful bubble of light within everything that's discreating, and people are saying, wait a minute, she's so shiny and happy and creating and all this falling apart. And they'll ask you, how do you do it? And you'll say, I center with my divine self and trust that. And that's your greatest mission. Center and be the light, and then teach other people how you did it. And that's how we change the world, with ourselves first. So that's today's Be the Light meditation. I feel a little bit better. We knew the chaos was coming. For years I've been saying, get your boat in order, get your light in order, because we're going to be hitting some big waves. We're hitting them. All right. So lovely to do it with you. Together we are better. I'm Chan Jorgensen at soundandlighthealingarts.com. So at this point, I unpin myself. I stop the recording, and we say hello to people who are here live in the community. And thank you for joining me.